Well, we're at it again. Seems like every few months we're facing an apocalyptic event that will end the world as we know it. A few weeks ago or a few months ago was the fiscal cliff. Before that, I guess you can say, was the elections. Before that, it was the island of Greece. And I just really can't keep up with all these catastrophic events anymore. But this one is different, right? This one is going to wreak havoc on the global economy, bring the U.S. back to a recession. Planes won't be able to fly. I hear that there's going to be plagues, and cities will be burned down to the ground because firefighters are actually going to be sent home. So, what is sequestration? Well, when dealing with the federal budget and the federal government, is basically a term that means mandatory spending cuts because uh, the government basically spends too much money. So these spending cuts are scheduled to happen on March 1st, and unless Congress acts, 85 billion in across the board spending cuts will happen this year, and then over the next 10 years, 1.1 trillion in cuts. Now it sounds like a lot, but however, we have to realize that number one, we're talking about a $4 trillion budget, and number two, they're really not cuts. They're basically just smaller increases to the budget than what was originally planned. So here's the reality check. We're talking about $85 billion. So to put it in perspective, it's basically no different than cutting $85 from a $4,000 budget. So for you and I, is basically just cutting our Starbucks out of our yearly or monthly budget. Okay. Now, what do you do as an investor or as our client, as a retiree? Well, you probably guessed my answer. We've already planned for this. Okay. Many pundits out there will say that this is a disaster and the markets will tumble, and the markets will uh, react badly. But my response is that they're wrong. Markets are efficient, and markets price in all knowable and predictable information. And we've been talking about this since 2011, so it's more than knowable information. So in general, this will be meaningless for our clients. Now, if you're a retiree, you have to understand and remember, and it's important to understand, that crazy things like this news, will happen from time to time as you're in the time of you're retired, and that's why we structure your income the way we do, by implementing a retirement income plan which will provide you inflation-adjusted retirement income for life. Now, our approach to prudent and proper income distribution planning revolves around putting together a solution that uses multiple investments divided over multiple time frames with guarantees mixed in. Okay? This approach strategically combines shifting risk of your investments in order to achieve a reliability of income, while at the same time better managing your emotions during retirement. So I hope this answers your questions. I'll see you next time on Financial QB TV. Don't forget to link up here and get our books, and don't forget to call us with your look what we're thinking about questions, as opposed to your look what we did announcements. See you next time.